see what missions we have. Explore the moon still. Are we starting to get better ones? 2 stars. Yeah, so I think that's probably the level of 2-star missions. In-flight decoupler. It's got specific altitudes. Suborbital trajectory. So that kind of means we have to leave the atmosphere but then crash back to Earth. Is there any requirement of altitude? Yeah, it needs to be at least 80 kilometers up. That's quite high. And what are we actually testing? Small gear bay. Okay, so that's wheels. Radial mount liquid engine in flight. Is there anything here? Landed. 14 science. Yes, let's take that. Any other landeds? Flight, space around. Science data from space around Kerbal. Only get 1 science for that. Let's look what we got here. 6. There was 6. Test V9 field air trajectory of Kerbal. 17. Flight over Kerbal. 21 Ks. That's high up. 34. That's a very nice one for science, actually. 34. To get really high. I'm sure we could do that with solid rocket boosters. And it is performance test, run test. Okay, that's awesome. And it is gear. Perfect. I think we'll actually take that. So let's get really high. Okay. Really high, we would need to actually... So we need a delta V of at least 4,500 to break the atmosphere. Do we have giant solid rocket boosters? Yes, we do. What would that give us if we had 4 of those? Besides being absolutely massive and blocking all the goo thingies, that would give us a total of 5,000. This stage, which is that one there, gives us 2.5. Okay, let's extend this a bit more. Put another fuel thingy in there. Okay, that stage. Let's put a... Maybe we can even have a smaller stage at the bottom. No, don't think that's necessary. See here, is that straight on? Looks good. We are sitting at... Should be enough in total to break the atmosphere. I kind of want to fire that at the same time. Okay, so stage 2 is only that much, eh? It's not a lot. Should we have another set of solid rocket boosters? So ideally I don't really want to break the atmosphere too much with my main or the inner stage. Let's see what happens if we add these ones on. Okay, that gives us hardly any difference really. Where are these guys? Here. No, we must activate them at the same time, but they must be jettisoned second. So that'll give us that. Yeah, there's hardly any difference there actually. I mean, what do we get? There's 6,000 and then 5,600, so that's just not enough. What happens if we do, instead of solid rockets, we do another liquid fuel stage? Let's see, liquid fuel. Another liquid fuel. Please attach on there, please. Kerbal, you know. Can't put it on there because it's going to block the goo. Okay, there we go. You don't want to go on there. Why? Don't be difficult. Don't be difficult now. There. Oh, no, it doesn't want to attach. Why? There we go. Okay, and let's put the 30s on. So that's 5, 6. First stage is 2, 3. Looks like we need to actually make it 4. Okay. Let's see how much that gives. What is going on with Kerbal today? I'm just not having good luck. There we go. Okay, so why is that stage so low? Stage 2. Its thrust to weight ratio is almost 2, but it's only giving us 2.8. And then that inner stage is giving us so much, the weight is just pulling it down, I guess. If we add solid rocket boosters onto that, it's only 500, and this one, 1,000 that it adds. We end up with a lot of delta V. This will actually get us to the moon, almost. Okay, well, let's actually just test this out and see how it goes. So we're going to call this V3 because it's quite a lot different. If we can get away with firing this on that other contract at 12 kilometers, then that'll be ideal as well. So I'm not going to put that in that stage just yet. Got all those stagings in there, and then it's going to deploy. Fantastic. Yeah, that looks good. Let's launch. Okay, cool. Let's stabilize. We don't want this on surface. We want orbital for now. What is our actual mission with this guy? We want to get suborbital trajectory of at least 80 kilometers. So pretty much flying straight up and coming straight down again. We don't want to do any altitude. Gravity burns. And let's also just time accelerate a bit to get it to sunrise so we can see what the hell is going on here, because we don't actually have lights. You know, all the science, and we haven't actually got lights installed yet, so but yeah, we can get a look at the clouds going. That's pretty awesome. Faster. Whee! There come the stars. Where are you, Mr. Sun? We are missing you. There we go. Hello. Great. Let us do a quick save, just in case something goes terribly wrong. And let's engage. We don't have struts, you can see it getting a little bit of wobble there, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, so we want to look out for achieving this speed. So below 400, we shouldn't be going below 400 at that altitude, we'll be wasting fuel like crazy. And 12 Ks, and then try and activate that stage. In fact, I think I'll quickly want to put this stage in here. Yeah. Okay, so we're hitting the right speed. Just need to slow down a bit actually. Don't want to start fighting against the atmosphere too much. Okay, and we're about to... No, we're not going to hit the 12K mark. Okay, need to slow down. According to, well, what I've read, you have to keep this below 200 until you've hit your 10 kilometer mark, otherwise you're actually just losing a lot of fuel to the atmosphere. So yeah, we're actually not doing a too efficient flight here. But that's also well within what we need for this mission as well, so I actually don't want to increase to 400, and it goes really quick once you leave the atmosphere. So let's just see if we can get there. It looks quite promising actually. 12.3, let's fire it up. There we go. Yes, we completed that mission, finally. Okay, we can throttle up a bit because we need to actually hit 80 kilometers apoapsis. Gonna jettison the engines soon. We don't have any fuel transfer, so we can't do any staging there. What's that yellow cable? I forgot what it's called. Okay, but there goes that stage. Please don't hit anything. Fantastic. And we are well on our way. We're actually going to be too high. So let's just check what the conditions are for this suborbital trajectory before there. And you know what? We did not even put the gear on. But this is a good test to see if we actually make it, and we can use this test to actually get some science. That's 7 science there. Fantastic. Let's do a crew report. Let's keep that data, and let's do an EVA as well. We should be going okay. EVA report. 8 science, perfect. He was floating off a bit there, so that's worrying. And let's do one of these too. Materials bay, 25 science. So you don't get much if you transmit it, but if you get it back, then you get the most amount of science there, so that's great. And let's fast forward, because we don't want to see this all day. Whee! Down we come, really fast. Unfortunately, we're not going to be landing anywhere that has a good science thing. We should actually, maybe we can correct ourselves here. Let's see. Get a surface sample of somewhere cool. Where haven't we been? Okay, atmosphere's going to cause a bit of problems for us. If we could keep ourselves going like that direction. I don't think we've been there before, have we? Yes, we have. Let's see where our fuel can take us. Whee! Okay, we're having some... Oh, there's Kerbal right there, actually. No, we're not going to get anywhere. Let's just land properly. Get our parachutes. Let's try and hit the ground without dying. How high are we here? Okay, cool. Just didn't want the parachute to go flying off. This is probably not going to be a safe landing though, because we are quite high up. The rocket's long. Okay, we're at 70. Slow down. Four. Oh. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I don't know what got destroyed. Can we do good? Yes, we can. 0.7 science, and it's just EVA. EVA report. Okay, that doesn't give anything. Let's jump off. Get a surface sample. Yep, looks like dirt. Yeah, science, yay. And recover. So, yeah, maybe this time we'll actually fit the part that we need. That might help. 43 science though, so definitely not a waste of time. Let's put on our test equipment. What do we need to test here? That one is complete. Yay! That was a bloody hard one, actually. Launch stability enhancer landed at Kerbal. We should do that as well. TT-18. That is actually one of these. Great. Let's put 4 on. That'll be an easy one to complete. And then we must put that wheel on. We should probably do it symmetrically, so we don't have problems with weight again. Shouldn't pose too much of a problem. Actually, it might help save Jebediah. Okay, so there's our tester. Let's give it a go. Cool bananas. So, yeah, daytime. That's pretty cool. Hey, how these rockets do that. I really like this mod. It's quite awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing that we did last time. Just go straight up, and then we're actually gonna perform those tests. But we should put this in here first of all, and then we should get our science. Whoa, wow, that was amazing. We were hovering. Okay, yes, we completed that. 14 science in the bag. I don't really think there's going to be anything we can do with crew reports on the way there. Oh, it's 3 science. We haven't actually used our little transmitters yet, so maybe we should transmit that data and just see our little aerials in action. Oh, it only uses one at a time. That's pretty cool. So if you had 2 things you wanted to transmit, I guess it would use both aerials. The power consumption on that, it doesn't actually look too bad, actually. Not bad at all. Well, maybe it's because the engines are helping. Wearing off a bit. I forgot to put my SAS on. Okay, so what are our conditions here? 80 kilometers, That's the only real condition. Okay, so we're just gonna watch this. We're kind of wasting a bit of fuel, but we're nearly out of the atmosphere, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. Or at least the thickest part of the atmosphere. Should be more than enough for us. And then we don't want to go over 90, so 80 to 90. Pretty stable rocket, actually. The delta V on it was pretty substantial. We might actually use this design to help us get to the moon. It'd be great if we could put one of these fuel things, transfer nodes in there, so that we can preserve a lot of our center fuel. Or actually we've got full center fuel anyway, but I mean make it more efficient is what I meant. Okay, cool, we're about to hit the 80 kilometer mark. Let's do 85, just so we have a bit of leeway for drag. And then once we're above 80 we can perform the test, so let's just fast forward down a bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, getting there. In comes the music. 70. Okay, we're at 80, so let's just put time stop and we will do a crew report. Anything to report us here? No, I think we've done this already. Should actually go in orbit and then go around and get all the signs, but let's do run test. Bam. Test small gear bay. And now we've got so much fuel, it would be kind of a waste to just leave this here. So I'm just going to do a quick save quickly and see if we can get an orbit. Because if we can get an orbit... Oh wait, I'm going the wrong direction. So let's pull up here. Then we could actually get a lot more signs with EVA reports. I'm just worried it might cancel this tests, the small gear bay thing, because you know it's will mean we're leaving a suborbital trajectory. We're actually going into orbit. But let's give it a try. Can we achieve orbit here? I think the answer will definitely be yes, but there's only one way to find out. Dropping quite hectically. See what's happening with the apoapsis. Okay, we're still at altitude 80, so if we can circularize this, it'll be fine. It's just whether we've got the power or not. Doesn't seem to be cancelling our experiment. 80 periapsis, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Fuel situation's not going to look good, is it? Just dropping altitude quite badly. Let's see if we can lift up our nose a bit. Not the best of time to actually try and do a gravity burn. Yeah, we're falling too far back. We're already back into the atmosphere. Don't think we're going to have any luck on this one, but at least we'll gain some distance and maybe perform some science quite far away from Kerbal. I don't know, we're kind of slowing down there. Picking up. We only got a quarter fuel left though. You know, the problem with this is, how do we get back? Okay, apoapsis is climbing too steadily, so let's just drop. That's way too much actually. Just drop this down. Just want the periapsis to be no, we're not going to have enough fuel. But that is quite a flight he's going to go on. He's actually going to leave Kerbin, which is not ideal. Let's just try and bring you back to Earth, buddy. Otherwise we'll have to load. This is the problem with flying without RCS, eh? Do not have much control in space. Not to mention, I think it charges power. Only a little bit. Okay, let's actually fly in map mode so I can see what's going on. Decelerate. Oh, that is all our fuel. So he will just go off into nothingness, and then he will eventually... There's an unknown test object there. Oh wow, is that an asteroid? Let's see what it is. We don't actually know what that is yet. Okay, let's go back to this guy. And load up, because we don't want to lose a Kerbal. That'll be terrible. Cool. So we're just going to come back to Earth now. We're still on a trajectory. Yep. How close are we to our apopsis? Oh, we just hit it. Yeah, no, we're not going to try that again. Let's just accelerate down back to the planet. Performed our test. Ready for science. Explore the moon is our next one. We're not going to be able to do that for a while. Well, let's see what science does. Maybe we've got enough to do something. Let's just turn it off SAS so it can just go in its natural form. 4 kilometers, it says parachutes to try and slow down. Whoa, background is coming up fast. We've got a lot of weight here. Surface altitude 300. Okay, let's just get down to about 100. And we'll see what we can do in terms of slowing us down. Kind of don't want to hit more than 5 with this weight. Oh, a tree. Oh wow, a tree. Are you gonna stand like that? And standing like that is not so great because I can't do a surface sample. But maybe we'll get more science without a surface sample. What the hell? That's an interesting test there. And yeah, that's an interesting word there too. 7 science. Goose. Let's do some goose. 3. Great. I'm wondering if I can't just drop it backwards and the wheel might save me. Let's just do a save. Try and drop it backwards a bit. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, that is some serious. Wow. Wheels. Wheels are amazing. Okay, EVA. EVA report. 5 science. Fantastic. And let's jump down for a surface sample. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to get back up. Get up, get up, get up. Yay, that will be 9 science. Fantastic. I think this place needs a flag, eh? Definitely, because it's got trees. The first tree. Is this life on Kerbal? Yeah, it's probably the only life on Kerbal actually, but yeah. I'm not too sure if we actually need to get back into the ship. I think we do. How would we do so? I have not got my jetpack. Okay, this is going to be technical. Do you think this can be done? I somehow doubt it. Wow, yeah, there's some maneuverability in there. Oh, man. Yeah, without ladders, that wonderful invention of ladders, I don't think we can get back into the ship. So let's just go recover. What kind of science do we get back from that? Only 14. Do we have to recover the vehicle itself? There's the test of E3. Yeah, so here it is, and then we can recover this guy. Cool, that's another 10 there. Anything else we need to recover? No, that's it. Great. How much science are we sitting at the moment? Anyway, our reputation's actually looking pretty good too, and 218 science. Yes, for science. What can we get for more science? I'm really liking the idea of batteries and solar powers. RCS as well. Do we have RCS unlocked yet? Does not seem that way. I think we should go for struts to make a bit more stable rockets. Let's see what this gives us. Jet engines could be useful for getting around Kerbal. What is this? Fairing. Oh wait, what's that? Okay, decouplers. Okay, not really so great. Ooh, here's these external fuel ducts. I think that'll be essential, and this as well will be very nice for space. It's 90 though. Only be able to do 190. Solar panels. Look, solar panels will allow us to send multiple tests back, which could be useful to get something in orbit and then just get all the biomes. So I think we actually need that one first. Ah, and then that actually gave us the RCS tier, but these aren't the great nozzles. What's that? Barometer. Ladders. We need ladders too. That's 160 science though. We've got 80. We could go for one of the smaller ones. Nothing really knocking me back, but I think we're safe for that guy. Cool. Well, we're gonna leave it there for today. See what we can do next time. Thanks, guys.